Hello, everybody. The Phantom Rose Link here once again in front of Mr. Fuji's Pokemon house. As I want to sadly announce something. So, I found this orphan on the side of the road. Seems like a brave little buddy. And I think he's gonna join us. Team Rocket attacked his mother. So, let's welcome Cubone to the team. And come down here and give him a nickname. This Pokemon's nickname will be... Ahem. We are going to name it after a Majora's Mask character that I respect a lot. I would like to formally introduce you all to Skull Kid. Arguably one of the major players in Majora's Mask. But this Pokemon will now be known as Skull Kid. This Pokemon is why I held off on fighting Lieutenant Surge. I hunted one. Gave it the Thick Club, which doubles its attack. It's only level 20. But this thing is going to become a monster alongside the ranks of Mimi and Reika and Bruce. But for the moment, it's time to head back to Vermilion City after so long, as there's also some things that need to be done, and a ramblin' gamblin' dude. Well, you're about to get your rear end kicked by a literal child. Even more fitting. Hi, Growlithe. Oh my god, that sprite's adorable. Oh my god. Bone Club. Ember. Oh, come on. That still did a good amount of damage. Okay, this is why we have berries. Also, yeah, I bought Great Balls off screen, because we are going to most likely hit a very important catch. Frostberry, yes. I do not want Skull Kid to fail in his first battle. You suck. Also, I grabbed Spearow because we're going to be doing an in-game trade today. I feel so bad for Skull Kid. Eat Psychic, jerk. I wanted Skull Kid to be fun, have a nice, fun beginning battle, but no, you just had to kill it, Vulpix. And my man. Oh no, I have Psychic. Goodbye. I feel so crappy there. That was unfair to Skull Kid. His first battle, and he lost. The thing is, with Intimidate and then the burn, my god. I feel bad for Skull Kid, honestly. What the hell? Also, I hope I surprised any of you with the way I was treating Skull Kid. Yeah, I'm gonna switch Reika up front here, because Skull Kid could actually easily beat this double battle. And electric types. Okay, if I'm correct, these two just use... Oh, they use a Clefairy and a Jigglypuff. Honestly, pretty good. But yeah, Skull Kid is officially the baby of the team. So, yeah, we are going to want to level up Skull Kid. But Lieutenant Surge is not that high level. Actually closer to Skull Kid than anything. And, ooh. Okay, I'm going to have to use Aerialist on that Clefairy then. But yeah, I really couldn't... I was trying to figure out, oh, what's a good way to hide the fact that I'm going to be using Cubone. Cubone is the suggestion of my friend Gumi, who suggested that I add an orphaned child onto the team, which kind of fits that Cubone is underleveled by about 14 levels compared to the rest of the group. And Reika hit level 35. But yeah, Cubone's gonna be our big battler for a while. I would like to point out, my team so far is a flaming lizard, a literal mime, whatever the hell Hitmonlee is, and an orphan. The school's fun, but so are Pokemon. Yes, as somebody who would bring his 2DS XL into school. Leslie. And I will be right back. I deeply apologize about that. There was something I just had to quickly clear up. And Sludge! Hooray! I was about to say, Skull Kid got poisoned in his first proper solo battle that didn't have to be saved. Are you kidding me? What is up with Pokemon hating my new members? Like, what the hell? First it was Bruce, then it was Skull Kid. The only issue is that Coughing has Levitate. It's gonna do... Okay... I mean, it's showing Skull Kid. You could have gotten that credit at the beginning of the fight, Skull Kid. I guess it is showing Cubone's power if Skull Kid's able to take out a Pokemon for 6 levels above it. My lord. You know what? We have the berries. Pecha Berry. And here we go. Oh my god. Oh my god, for how much I love my mother. She has called me away twice in this single episode. And I'm just kind of laughing at this point. Of course, this is the episode where we are raising a child. And it's the first episode of the series where I get called away by my mother. I'm kind of laughing. Like, not out of embarrassment, but it's just fitting that this is Skull Kid's debut. But... Ooh, Picky. Irony! Sweet irony! That Picky got a Pecha Berry. But yeah, Cubone's a pure ground type with a nice and solid ground type move. So I thought, yeah, why not wait until why not wait and fight Lieutenant Surge until we get the ground type? Also, yeah, I originally was potentially going to even use one of the Rhyhorn and stuff, but I decided against it. And the slight low accuracy on Bone Club can be awkward, but the thick club I had to slightly hunt for. This item doubles the number on Cubone's attack screen. It's essentially the ability Huge Power that Pokemon like Azumarill have, but in the form of its held item. Which means, yes, there can be Cubones without the club. And Focus Energy. Honest to God, that... You have the same move twice, Skull Kid. That's honestly kind of funny. But yeah, we have all these trainers around here, and we might as well battle them with the newest member. Plus, Skull Kid deserves it. Meowth is so cute. I mean, Meowth very much is. In Pokopia, you get the evolution version by literally building a Team Rocket base, which I kind of laugh at. But yeah, Cubone is also a physical tank compared to the special tanks we have. Payday. That's just more money. But yeah, Cubone's gonna end up becoming one of the best physical attackers on this entire team, even more powerful than our next Pokemon. And our last Pokemon is an ironic one. Bite. Jerk! Heyday. Come on, Skull Kid. I forgot if I bought more healing items. You know what? Skull Kid's worth a freaking Hyper Potion. Growl. Growl. Okay, Meow. That's just sad that you're doing that to a child. And you're scaring the orphan. And yet another Meow. I'm gonna go for the Bone Meringue. Or Bone Club. No, Bone Meringue is its later move. This should... That only did about half health. Wow. But yeah, I've actually never used a Cubone before. This is a first time use for me, and again, I almost used Rhydon in its steed. Very solid tanky and offensive Pokemon, but it was only about a 20-point difference in defense between Rhydon and Marowak. So we might as... And my friend suggested it, and then I properly learned what the Thick Club does. And yeah, it's plenty worth it. Also, we are going to be grabbing some stuff from Celadon in this episode, which will mean we have to get HM Woman out. Don't worry. Actually, no, I could give it to one of the cats. And no item for Picky. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that just so that I can get use out of our HM get use out of the Meowth for the moment. And Picky learned to cut. But yeah, there's an in-game trade in Vermilion City that I forgot to do since I had the Pokemon. And we're about to see the use of collecting Pokemon, as I've been collecting a bunch off screen, doing evolutions and stuff like that. The big ones is I caught a Growlithe found here and on Route 7, and evolved it into Arcanine, and evolved the free Eevee into Flareon. Pokemon I would so love to use. And Pidgeys. Here, Skull Kid, go bash birds into the ground. There's a Pidgey. Rattata. But yeah, I don't know why. I've always seen Cubone as a very cute Pokemon. Very cute, very helpless in a way. And considering it's meant to be an orphaned child that wears its mother's skull, yeah, I think it kind of fits in with the ragtag bunch of misfits that we have. And poison sting. Do not poison me. Thank you! This game loves to poison me at every chance it gets. And a Meowth. But yeah, Cubone being surprisingly powerful is a good thing. I had always underestimated Cubone because I saw its attack only being 50 and Marowak's only being a base stat of A. Oh. Hi, Pikachu! Would you like a bone club to the face? Damn it. But yeah, my friend suggesting Cubone, one, what the hell, you want me to use a literal orphan? But then I remembered. This is a Pokemon that's been on my most wanted list for ages. And it adds another good evolution to the team, considering about only half of our team evolves. And Bikers! Clear the way or I'll run you down. Sadly, we don't even have a bike of our own. Biker Jared and Grimer! Yay! But yeah, Skullkid also is the first Pokemon that really, I don't think needs to be leveled up off screen. It would also just be weird to start an episode with a fully evolved Marowak randomly as, oh yeah, I managed to find a Marowak, when, yeah, no, Cubone's the only Pokemon of the evolutionary line available in the wild. So the name Jaren is weird to me. It sounds so much like it wants to be Jared, but not. I don't know how to phrase it. But yeah, I saved a lot of trainers for this specific Pokemon. Skull Kid was the reason why I didn't want to battle so much for so long. Skull Kid, Mimian, Bruce wasn't really that big of an issue because the Pokemon Gym was right next to where we got it. But Cubone wasn't really going to be that easy. You need the Self Scope to even catch it. And so my thought process was, instead of having this be the third member of the team, why not have it be Bruce and have it be the fourth member? Because it would have been a dual member episode if we had done it the other way around. And I'm happy I did things the way I did. And Ricardo. Sadly, your last name is Montalban, which I have only just now seen Star Trek 2. And your chemistry grade. Actually, my chemistry grade in high school was incredible. I had almost... I had basically the class for free. I was such a science nerd. But yeah, Sonic... Oh, crap, that's right, you have Sonic Boom. Sadly, it's not the Rise of Lyric. Oh, crap. That's not good. You know what? I'm gonna keep coughing. I'm gonna keep Cubone in and then swap out. Oh, it's an item. Let's see what that is. Rossberry. Okay. Yeah. Reika. Reika is extremely close to something. And I mean extremely. Thankfully, you're not the special defensive of the duo. That would be Grimer, which means Sludge is more specially defensive than a ball of gas. Voltorb. I am gonna keep switching back and forth until we can just hop in to Saffron and heal up. Actually, let's make this a battle where everybody gets involved. That seems like a fun idea. Voltorb using Screech. Okay, and here, have a Brick Break. Also, I might give either Bruce or Skull Kid the Rock Tomb thing. Magnemite! Skull Kid, despite being at low HP, could really get use out of this one. Yes! Magnemite is quad weak to ground. That is ungodly strong. And Bone Meringue! This move is surprisingly demonic. It's essentially slightly less accurate Earthquake. We have a Bone Boomerang, and I love it. Aiden, eat it. You lost to a child! But yeah, let's head into Saffron. Also, I mentioned buying a bunch of TMs. Yeah, there's a reason for it. But we're just north of Vermilion, and there is something we want to grab from there. Also, yeah, we might as well quickly grab... No, not our trainer card. We might as well quickly grab this Rossberry. By the way, that's 80 attack on a child. And Rock Head for its ability, which prevents recoil damage, which is stupid strong. But yeah, I also do want to point out its brave nature. This was the Cubone I chose because of one thing. You have to be brave whenever you go through loss. I have lost my grandmother, I have lost my grandfather, both people I love. And I had to be brave during those moments because it was hard. And Cubone literally wears the skull of its dead mother to remember it. So I feel like a brave Cubone fit. It's slower, but more offensive. And my dog is going nuts. What the hell? I am deeply sorry about that. My dogs like to bark at passing animals. So they decided to shout, and it scared the actual hell out of me. But let's head towards Vermilion. I have just left them outside. Our gate is closed. But yeah, I feel so bad for Lieutenant Surge having to wait this long. But let's go next door. As I also forgot to grab this. Do you like to fish? Yes, I do. The Old Rod. Basically the worst possible fishing rod. But we also want to go right here is the house. Do you have a Spearow? Do you want to trade it for my Farfetch? Yes, I would. Here is our level 5 Spearow. And we will trade it for one of the worst Pokemon ever at the Lookout until the Galar region introduced a better version that had one of the best Pokemon in the entire game. The only good thing about Farfetch is its connection to Hatsune Miku. Cha-ding, money. No, we're not using this Pokemon. God, no. But something I honestly forgot to do is come over here into the Pokemon Fan Club building. I, the chairman of the Pokemon Fan Club. I raise more than 100 Pokemon. I'm very fussy when it comes to Pokemon. I surely am. So, did you come here to visit? Did you come to visit? Did you come visit to hear about my Pokemon? Good, then listen up. My favorite, Rapidash. It's so cute, lovely, smart, plus amazing. You think so? Oh yes, it's stunning. Kindly, love it. Hug it. When sleeping warm and cuddly, spectacular, ravishing. Oops, look at the time. I kept you too long. Thanks for hearing me out. I want you to have this. And the bike voucher! I forgot to grab this because we weren't here that long. Take that bike voucher to the bike shop in Cerulean City. Exchange that for a bicycle, free of charge. Don't worry, my favorite Fearow will fly me anywhere I need to go. So I have no need for a bicycle. I hope you love cycling. I can't ride a bike. Like, that's an IRL fact about me. I can't ride a bike. But I want to head out onto this route. Route 11, which is where I caught a bunch of Pokemon off screen. As surprisingly enough, there are a few items here, including an escape rope sitting on a rock, and a free Great Ball, which is extremely helpful. Now, you want to come in here with at least 30 Pokemon in the Pokedex. As if we talk to this gentleman, he's one of Professor Oak's aides. He's supposed to give us something with 30 Pokemon in the Pokedex. We want the Item Finder. The Item Finder is incredible. There are items on the ground that may be hidden. Which is a bit limited. It can't pinpoint item locations. What it does is show the direction where the item is. Use it to get your bearings, then search the suspect area by hand. So this is basically required for the next team member. You need this for a specific item in the game. There are only 2 of it, and I would like both of them. And crap. Oh hey, a Firo. If we ever need a spare one. We don't. It also looks like Cubone's just so happy to be in battle. I'm sorry. Wait. Oh, that's right. Chiding has an item. Chiding comes holding the stick. This Pokemon sucks! Anyway, I'm gonna go get one of the extra cats and quickly grab it out of the PC. As we are gonna end this episode not with the battle with Surge. There is 1 or 2 more things I want to handle. First of all, yeah, for context, I caught a few Cubone. In total, I believe I caught 11 of them. And Skull Kid is our chosen one. I also had to hunt for the Thick Club, which, if you want to know how to get it, it is a 5% item on Wild Cubone. Have fun! And we can cut down this tree with Picky. Still kind of didn't realize we had mostly female Pokemon. But welcome to one of the worst designed Pokemon gyms ever. This is no place for kids, not even if you're good. Aw, but I've been very good. I've been raising an orphan child. Dwayne. I don't know why the name Dwayne is weird for me. And you do 4 damage? I have a Bone Meringue. Wait, that was one of the hits! Jesus, Skull Kid! Another Pikachu! Hey, get ready to die! Slam, you miss. Boomerang. I am so happy with Cubone. It's also adorable. Sailor Dwayne. My god. And another trainer, and my phone keeps going off. I think it's actually a VTuber friend of mine. If you ever want some, like, cozy content, look up the VTuber Bella Luna. She is such an amazing person, and I can't help but love her. She is a mother. She's actually a year younger than me, but she treats every one of her viewers as if they were cubs. And in a personal playthrough, I recently named a Teddiursa Mama Bella after her, because it was a female Teddiursa, and it was a docile-natured one. So, I thought it fit. Plus, it sounded really cute. Having the bear cub become a big mama bear. But yeah, seriously, she is awesome. And time to get to the puzzle. Trash, only trash, only trash. You're kind of hoping the solution is in one of the corners. Only trash, only trash, 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 trash. This gym is one of the worst to me. Only trash. There's a switch. Ooh. 50-50. Damn it. Only trash. Trash. So yeah, this gym can be annoying. You don't ever want the thing to be one of the middle 3, by the way. There's a switch. This one? Oh, come on! This gym can take forever. Because it's pure luck. Trash. There's a switch. As a joke. Oh! That took longer than I wanted it to. But when I was in the army, Lieutenant Surge was my strict CO. He was a hard taskmaster. Oh my god, that is such a good show. Like, there's a British show called Taskmaster. If you like British comedy, you will love it. It is so funny. It's about a bunch of comedians who basically do tasks. And, like, they do it for points, and it's so fun. Bone Meringue. First time it's missed. I hate double team strats, by the way. And Bone Meringue. Yeah, this is going to kill. Cubone comes in peace. Shoot to kill. But hooray! By the way, I checked the IVs of all of our Pokemon. We got lucky with some really good IVs. But I'm gonna go heal, not because Cubone's taking damage, we want the PP for Bone Meringue. And of course, it's always good to have some things ready to go. And heal up. I feel like I have to sneeze, but my nose isn't wanting to let me, and I'm scared. But it's time for the battle with Lieutenant Surge. Yeah, I've been trying to not purposefully make the game easy for myself, considering Misty, Brock, and even Erica were kind of close calls with the Pokemon we had. Hell, I even lost to Brock. But, hello, Lieutenant Surge. Hey, kid, what do you think you're doing here? You won't live long in combat, not with your puny power. I tell you, kid, electric Pokemon saved me during the war. They zapped my enemies into paralysis. The same as I'll do to you. Well, good thing, Lieutenant Surge. My orphaned child can't be paralyzed! I sound like such an ass saying that about Skull Kid, but no. Sonic Boom is always going to do 20 damage and dead. Goodbye. I'm just imagining Skull Kid doing all of this with a smile on its face because of how cute it is. A level 18 Pikachu. My god. Kind of sad. Bone Meringue and a miss. Come on, quick attack, which does 4 damage. Miss. Oh, come on, Pikachu! This is why you suck. And goodbye. You suck. And Raichu, his ace. This thing can be scary. Unless you suck. You suck. Is it? Yay! Bone Meringue! Only one hit has been required for most battles, which is funny. That is Lieutenant Surge. Now that's a shocker. You're the real deal, kid. Fine then. Take the Thunder Badge. The Thunder Badge cranks up your Pokemon's speed. It also lets your Pokemon fly lightning quick anytime, kid. You're special, kid. Take this. And we get the TM for Thundershock. Teach it to an electric Pokemon. Yeah, I already have plans for Thunderbolt. I know some people are like, oh, when are you going to use the TMs you bought from the Game Corner? One of them is actually going to go on to the next team member. I can only hope my luck with this one is pretty good. But let's quickly go turn in that bike voucher, shall we? As I hope you guys do actually think this team is fun. There are some Pokemon that friends suggest that I just had to refuse because I'm like, oh, that's not going to be too interesting. But this team can also be full of surprises. Also, did either of the cats get items? No. Damn. Which I will be saving during the next major battle. Or before the next major battle, because we also need the bike for where we're going next. Oh, a bike voucher. Okay, here you go. And we have a bike. Thank you, come back again. So let's register the bike, shall we? All you have to do is register the bike to the select button, Y if you're playing on the Switch ports, and you can ride around on your bike. Let's have Picky use cut, and thank God the normal route theme overwrites the bike music. As the bike theme can get a bit annoying, but last time we also got the Pokeflute, which is an item that was supposed to wake sleeping Pokemon. Well, we haven't seen a sleeping Pokemon quite yet, have we? First of all, let's use cut on this tree, as this is one very helpful item. Now if we go through here, onto Route 16, we want to talk to this little girl. Oh dear, you found my secret retreat. Please don't tell anyone. I'm here. I'll make it up to you with this. HMO2. HMO2 is Fly. It's a wonderfully convenient move. Please put it to good use. We definitely will. Fly is going to be a permanent move on a Pokemon on the team, funnily enough. But looks like we found that roadblock. Now, I'm going to say this wisely. Save before you use the Pokeflute on this Pokemon. You want to use the Pokeflute? Snorlax woke up. It attacked in a grumpy rage. Yeah, meet one of the most powerful of the Generation 1 Pokemon, Snorlax. This thing is scary powerful and scary bulky. Snorlax has a base 160 HP, the highest of anything outside of Chansey. It's also one of the most powerful Pokemon ever. And I always make it a routine to catch it. One. Ah, crap. Snore. Failed. Snorlax can be a difficult catch. So, there's that. Rest. Yeah. Rest heals Snorlax up to full HP. This thing is scary difficult, and it has a Chesto Berry. I'm gonna still try to catch it, even at full health. Ah, crap. Snore. Skullkid is fast asleep. As long as it doesn't use Headbutt, we're fine. Skullkid is fast asleep. It's gonna use Headbutt. No, rest. Rest is a really good move, actually. Skullkid woke up! And Bonemerang! It is kind of funny. And... oh, crap. Okay. Mimian, you're next. Now, Snorlax has one issue. It's slow. It is slow as bricks. I think with a base speed of like 10 or maybe even less than that. But yeah, Snorlax is, again, powerful. Skullkid was able to take a hit from it. That's something that is impressive to me. And even Mimian's able to take hits from it. Mimian's actually over level. Or a bit higher level than it. But yeah. 1, 2, 3. Ah, crap. Snorlax used Yawn, but it failed. this battle can take a while. 1, 2, 3. Yay! Snorlax. Buddy. It is not satisfied unless it eats over 880 pounds of food every day. When it is done eating, it promptly goes to sleep. But with that, next time on Pokemon Fire Red, we head south to Fuchsia City, home of the Poison-type gym. Until then, adieu, au revoir, and fare thee well.